My name is Crowther and I participated in a summer research scholarship provided by the Australian Centre for Pacific Island Research. With this privileged opportunity, my research topic was to analyse dietary intake data in residents of the Pacific Islands and review the methods of how this specific data has been extracted over the past. This ongoing scoping review analyses dietary methodologies of how this data is associated with health outcomes and presents a greater understanding of how the study of nutrition can be designed and strengthened in the future. The Pacific Islands have a known past and ongoing issues with when it comes to non-communicable diseases, which are diet-related and also growing into the future. The nuts and bolts of my research scholarship was pretty much to take part in a scoping review where we were to research all peer-reviewed journals, reports, grey literature and dissertations that assess the dietary intake of the residents of Pacific Island populations. Searches were conducted in sound databases with only English language articles being included. Along with other search criteria, this review started with 1,041 articles uploaded into a competence profile. This was after the removal of 235 duplicates. This led me and other researchers to funnel these down to 1,035 title and abstracts. Then from that portion we found 797 irrelevant, which brings us to 238 full text reviews to be done. And this is where we pretty much come to a halt so far, and just for now. Where to go from here? Moving forward involves extracting the data after finishing the full text review into summary tables which have already been set and ready to go. The impact of this project is to hopefully find alternative sustainable ways to introduce a systematic mechanism to record diets in the Pacific Island region. This will in hope broaden an opportunity to improve systems and dietary control.
Hi, my name's Belinda.
Hi, my name is Dallas, and we work together on the NOVA project.
The aim of the project was to develop a NOVA screener tool to measure ultra-processed food consumption in the Pacific Islands. Food systems in the Pacific Islands have changed dramatically over the past 50 or so years. Diets that were primarily based on local, traditional staple foods are now becoming more reliant on imported, highly processed foods.
Ultra-processed foods, known as UPFs, are multi-ingredient industrial formulated mixtures. UPFs are formulated mixtures highly processed to the extent that they are no longer recognizable as their original plant or animal source. Most are manufactured to be ready to eat or ready to heat, required no preparation before quick, easy consumption. These UPFs have been directly linked to overweight, obesity, and many diet-related non-communicable diseases. While we know that across the Pacific Islands, the availability of these UPFs is increasing, there is limited data on actual consumption.
During this project, we contributed to regular team meetings, developed a list of potential experts to participate in the Delphi process, created an in-depth multi-level survey using Qualtrics, and developed recruitment material that we used to communicate with participants throughout the process.
The potential impact of this project is that it is intended that each country-specific tool will be used to measure consumption of ultra-processed foods in each population. This data can be used to inform future research and public health efforts to improve dietary behaviours in the Pacific region.
The next steps of this project will include finalising the ethics documents, narrowing down the final list of expert stakeholders, commencing the first round of the Delphi process, and drafting a manuscript on the development of the potential NOVA screener.
Being new to research and the project, I found it challenging to quickly gain a sound understanding of the project and the tasks that needed to be completed. During this time, I found it beneficial to go back over the project protocol and actively participate in group meetings and ask questions if I needed further clarification.
Some things that challenged me throughout the summer research scholarship was the specifics of data that I understood, and for example primary and secondary data, along with finding boundaries of the scope. What I mean by this is to find that thin line between some of the research to include and not to include, taking into consideration how the data is presented within the article itself.
Learning how fluid the research process is and the need to be flexible around multiple stakeholders involved within a project. It was important for us to take a step back and focus on some of the smaller details before pushing forward with larger tasks. It was also a valuable experience when designing the survey questions in Qualtrics to ensure that the wording is easily understood by participants from different countries and different cultures.
I gained an understanding of research processes, which included developing a logical and clearly documented research methodology and ethics, designing Qualtrics surveys, and how to use the Delphi method in research.
How to systematically review research and categorize certain topics. Also, using Confidence was a big help, and I feel like a lot of university students should be aware of that.
I developed a deeper understanding of the research process, learning valuable skills such as designing Qualtrics surveys, how in-depth the ethics process is, and how to undertake a Delphi process.
I hope to continue working on the project and participate in data collection and data analysis. Also contribute to writing of the manuscript. I plan to continue gaining skills in the research field and building my professional network.
The next step, in hope to continue the reviewing process and being part of the project with continually upskilling myself and having potential of improving research on my certain topic.
I hope to continue working on projects in the Pacific Islands and intend to complete an end-on honours degree next year, followed by a PhD. My future focus is to become a food systems scientist, where I aim to take a holistic approach to help improve food security.
The summer research experience was a great opportunity to get a feel for what research is all about. It has enabled me to broaden my views of possible career paths and allowed me to work alongside other professionals in the field. Being a part of the experience has encouraged me to continue working in research and helped me recognise my own value as a colleague for other researchers.
Being part of the Summer Research Scholarship has given me a deeper appreciation and understanding of research, motivating me to potentially take up more of this field when I am not a full-time uni student.
The summer research project has further cemented my desire to go into research as a career pathway. It has inspired me to want to become involved in the Pacific Islands region, where I hope to make an impact and learn from communities. The experience has increased my self-confidence in my research skills and highlighted the importance of collaborative partnerships.
I'd like to give a special thanks to Bridget Horsey, Dr. Sarah Burkhardt, and Belinda Christensen for being part of the project with me and creating a safe space for me to learn. I also wanted to thank ACPIR for this opportunity and for having me a part of the team. Thank you.
I'd also like to give a special mention to Bridget Horsey, Dr. Sarah Burkhardt, and Belinda Christensen for being part of this project with me, helping me feel comfortable in an area I have not experienced much of before, and always being there guiding me along the way. Without these guys, I feel like I would not have cherished the experience as much. I would also like to thank ACPIR for accepting me into their team and allowing me this opportunity. So all in all, I had a great time with the Summer Research Scholarship with the ACPIR Association, and I can't wait for further research and further opportunities that may be able to present itself to me.
I would also like to thank Bridget Horsey and Dr. Sarah Burkhardt, alongside the extended team members of the NOVA project, for their mentorship and ongoing support. Their guidance and contribution have been invaluable, and the experience has added to my personal growth and development as a future researcher. I would also like to thank my fellow team members Dallas and Crowther for their support. It has been a privilege to share this experience with each of you. Lastly, to the Australian Centre for Pacific Island Research for the welcoming and collaborative environment you've created and from providing incredible opportunities to help support students. To those considering applying for future ACPIR scholarships, I strongly encourage you to just go for it. It has been an incredible opportunity that has equipped each of us with many transferable skills.